No more gambling, just systematic upgrading. Find the purple line support, that's a discount, kid. Paying all your monthly bills, that's the knowledge I give.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, people wanted me to talk about VRT, Veritiv Holdings. I know nothing about the stock, so this is going to be a bit of a due diligence video on top of me looking at the chart. So let's go to VRT earnings here. Let's see what this is. VRT, what trading view, financials. Everything I use is free. I don't pay for anything. Financials. I'm holding a mic in my hand, so that's why I can't type with both hands. I know some of you are probably like, dude, this guy's he never learned keyboarding. Trading view, I'm hunting and pecking. Trading view, yeah. Anyways, trading view financials. Let's pull this up. What is this about? Why is this so popular? Why do people want me to talk about this? It better impress me here on the earnings, on the revenues. We'll surprise ourselves here. Let's just look at the chart first, and let's get this out of the way. Let's start with a good old-fashioned top-down technical analysis. Whoa, guys, I'm very excited about this stock. Whoa. Whoa, look at that yearly time frame. God damn, this thing is incredible. Do you guys see that? Green year after green year after green year after green year. One red year. It had a red year back in in the bear market of 2022, which was nothing more than a dip buying opportunity. But man, look at that. Look what followed. Green year after green. Oh my goodness, this is accelerating too. Wow. The momentum behind this is insane. I mean, it's already starting off the year doing quite well. Let's go to the quarterly time frame and let's just keep working our way down. Found some support here at around 200s. It's finding support here at 250. If it holds up, man, we're gonna break out and go to 300 plus. Monthly time frame. Yeah, in the monthly time frame, it looks like we reached a high of 250. Then we're just kind of consolidating there at around 250s. Yeah, on the weekly time frame, it's even more obvious, right? We came up here and we broke out above 200 and made a $50 move. And now we're consolidating again. Consolidation, big move up. Consolidation, big move up is the question mark here. So again, if you're new to this channel, we look at patterns that we can use. This is a nice little candle here as well. Bullish candle usually means we're gonna it means that buyers showed up and we're gonna break out and go higher. I mean, it's been repeating that pattern, right? So let's go to the daily time frame, see what the daily has to say. We do have to worry about the Trump volatility and the uncertainty with Iran and the oil and all that other stuff. So I think the safest way to play this, I think, would be either A, you wait for it to come down to support. It has a lot of support down here at 230s. Or you can wait for the breakout. The breakout would be confirmation that A, bulls are in control. B, the market has probably turned around. C, there's probably not a lot of uncertainty in the markets. And D, if we're breaking out, we would expect like a $50 move. Because it did that last time. Right? Last time it broke out, it went from 200 to 250. When it finally got above 200, it went to 250. That's a $50 move. So at the very least, we would expect that. Even if it doesn't make a $50 move, even if it just makes a $25 move, that's still money in the bank. So that's something to look out for in the future. A $25 move, no, a $50 move would be what? What would that be? It would probably take it to like 320 to 330. I don't know how much return that would be though. It would be quite the return for such an expensive stock. Yeah, if it breaks out, it can move, like 15 to 20% return. Like I said, look at that. It's very clearly stuck in a range here. Consolidation. The only concern here is that, the whole Iran situation, it would be the only concern. On top of that, it's consolidating at a high. And if it doesn't work out over there in Iran, and this thing decides, the MACD, by the way, that's what I'm concerned about. The MACD is going down while the price is going sideways. Usually means that the momentum is to the upside is dying and it's going to start to accelerate to the downside. So that's kind of something to be concerned about. So that's why I'm saying, like, I think if you want to play the breakout, that would be the way to go. And if the breakout fails, you take the small loss and you don't hold it all the way back down, right? That would be stupid. You don't want to play the breakout at 282 and then hold it all the way down to 200. You would just feel bad. That's why you got to have a game plan. I mean, I'm telling you the game plan, and I'm telling you my game plan. If I play this, I'm gonna have to look at the options chain, especially for calls. If I play this, I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna buy calls and then hold it all the way down. That doesn't make sense. You can't even hold a bag on calls anyways. So the play is there. If this breaks out above 282, watch out. And I really like what I'm seeing here. On the yearly time frame, that is wow. It just keeps going up. That's my kind of stock right there, right? That's my kind of girl. Just keeps going up apparently. I don't know. I interpret that as you will. Yeah, the revenues on the annual time frame, they keep going up, steady, not huge growth, not 80 to 100% or 300% growth, but hey, we like companies whose revenues grow at the very least, unlike some other stocks out there like GME. Not that you can even compare VRT to GME. I don't know anything about the stock itself, the company itself. Maybe I'll do that due diligence in another video, but I really like what I'm seeing here. It's up to you how you want to play it. Keep an eye on this one. Looks great. Reminds me of NVIDIA. I'll see you guys in the next one.